Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies, man. Today, we're going to talk about the Saints linebacker situation. Kwon Alexander, Demario Davis, Pete Werner. Well, not really Demario Davis. Obviously, he's set in stone. He's going to be a starter. He's an all-pro caliber guy. This really isn't about him. But everyone was in a ruckus last night because Kwon Alexander, he's taking visits to other teams. Looked like he won't be a New Orleans Saint next year. I've predicted this a couple months ago. A lot of us predicted this a couple months ago. Pete Werner just has to start. That's just plain and simple. He had a good rookie season. He needs more snaps. You can't draft a guy in the second round and just keep bringing guys in to start over him, play over him. Then now you're just wasting a second round pick, especially one that played well. If he came out there and he played bad or didn't live up to expectations, then I can see bringing Kwon back, having him play over him. But Pete Werner, when he did play, he played well. He looked fast, he looked quick, he looked smart. Everything you need from a linebacker. He looked the part, and he's younger, and he's cheaper. So all those things, coming into play, 100% sure that we should start Pete Werner next year. And as a result of doing that, Kwon will either have to come off the bench, play a lesser role, or he'll have to change teams and find a new home. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. This is a business. If he wants to start, he wants to get snaps, he wants to play for a big deal, he can go do that, man. The Saints are just not in position to give him that, especially to a linebacker, especially at a position where we're really not going to say solidified, but we have two guys that basically, are every down backs, and that's really all you need in today's NFL. Obviously, you need depth and things like that, but if Kwon's looking for a deal or if he's looking to be a starter and get paid for multiple years, I just don't think the Saints are in position to do that for him. Obviously, he did play great with the Saints, man. The first year he came in towards Achilles, bounced back real fast after the Achilles injury and played well for us as a starter next to Mario. He looks fast, he looked quick, he looked sharp, he looks all of those things, and he's an LSU guy. But man, I think Pete Werner's just better. The trajectory, of their careers right now, I think Pete Werner's going to be a better player than him next year, and that's no shot at Kwon. That's just, praise to Pete Werner. If you watch my video on Pete Werner from last season, dude looked great out there, man. I'm excited to see him start. I was complaining and campaigning for him to get more snaps all of last year. It was the Saints had to find a way to get him on the field, but credit to Kwon, he was playing well, so they really couldn't get him snaps or as much as I would like. But I think this year, they gave him a year to learn the system, learn the league, get better, and now he'll be a full-time starter, and that's just fortunate because Kwon will have to move on probably. Kwon is visiting the Jets per Adam Scheffner. Obviously, Robert Saleh, I think is how you pronounce his name, is the coach at the Jets. He was the defensive coordinator with the 49ers when Kwon played over there. So, obviously, they got some chemistry. They got a match. They got a connection over there. I think he'll probably be a Jet. They have, I assume they have the most money. When the offseason started, they had a bunch of salary cap. So, maybe he'll get a nice little deal to go play over there. And, man, congrats to him. Hey, congrats to him if he gets paid. If not, if somehow he finds his way back to the Saints, that'll be great, man. I campaigned for him to come back last year. I'm not doing it this year just because I think Pete Werner is going to step into that role. He's going to excel. He's going to become one of the best young linebackers in the league. I'll also post that link to that video, man, of Pete Werner last year. I think it was like, can Pete Werner be the next great Saints linebacker? If you remember watching that, I'm going to post that in the link below in the comments so y'all can check that out if you haven't seen it, because I know there's a lot of new people to this channel. But I do think Pete Werner can hold that spot down for the foreseeable future. Even when Demario Davis, leaves in a couple years, he can be that guy, that all-pro guy. I think he has that much talent. Just from what I've seen off a little games last year, man, I think he'll be the next guy up. But that's all on this topic, man. Thank y'all, as always, for tuning in. It's the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.